everybody and welcome back. This time we are going to be crocheting something called a granny square. I'm going to be going slow so that you guys can see what I'm doing. I am using some blue yarn and crochet hook. Mine is 5.5 millimeters for the yarn I'm using. I would suggest going by whatever is on the package. Also, you're going to need a pair of scissors. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need to do is make a slip knot. I suggest if you do not know how to make a slip knot to go and look at the chain video. I do it in depth a little bit more. Also, you're going to need to know how to do a double crochet stitch, which means if you do not know how to do a double crochet stitch, you should probably go and look at the double crochet stitch video, both of which are in the playlist on my channel. Okay, so here's how you make a slip knot. Make a loop. Gonna wrap the tail around your loop, and then you're gonna pull it through its own loop. And that gives you a slip knot. So, to start a granny square, it's a bit different than when you're starting a plain, just one stitch kind of blanket. So normally you would start with chains, and you do the same thing here. So you're going to start with 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to put your hook into the first chain. Like so. You're going to put your hook into the first chain. And then you're going to do something called a slip stitch. So you have all of your hooks, all of your loops on your hook, and then you're going to pull the yarn through after you're going to yarn over and pull it through all of the loops. That's going to give you like this little circle thing. So the next thing you're going to do is you are going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to do a double crochet stitch into the loop. So yarn over, in, yarn over, pull through the first 2, pull through the other 2, and then that gives you your first double stitch. So you're going to do 2 double stitches right here, like so, and that gives you like a little cluster of 3 doubles. Then you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This is how you're going to be making the corners of your granny square so that your granny square is, well, a square. So then you're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And then look, you have your first like little corner. So, just a quick suggestion, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. When you're working out of your yarn, it is most helpful to work out of the middle of your skein. It just keeps you from having to like roll out your skein a lot. Also, you want to keep quite a bit of slack while you're doing this. It'll make your stitches look better. Alright, so then you're going to chain 3 again. 2, 3. And you're going to do 3 doubles again, back into the same loop. And that gives you your second little corner. Now, you're going to do another chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to do another 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. And that gives you your third little corner. Now you're going to chain 3. This time you're not going to do any doubles. You are going to slip stitch into the third chain of your first little chain to get up to height. So you're going to slip stitch it into this chain right here. And then you're going to yarn over and then pull through all of the loops. And that gives you your first round around your granny square. Now, typically granny squares are 4 rounds. You can make them bigger if you would like, or smaller if you would like. Today, my granny square is going to be 8 rounds because of the blanket that I am currently working on. So, I'm going to show you how to do a round again. This time, because you're on the other side of the loop, so you're not starting directly into a loop, you are going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now each row, it alternates, so the next round or row, you could call it, would be 3 chains and then so on and so forth. But you're going to double crochet 3 times into your first corner. Now you're going to chain 3 to continue your corner so that it's still a corner and not a circle. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to do 3 more doubles into this same hole. So 1, 2, 3. Now, I bet you're wondering, how are we going to get over to this loop? Because if you just connect it, it's going to be connected. So I'm going to tell you, you're just going to chain 1. And then you're going to just double crochet 3 times into your next loop. Well, next corner. So there's 3 more double crochets. Feel free at any time to pause the video if you need to catch up or if you want to go ahead a little bit. Yeah. So then you're going to chain another 3 for your corner. And then you're going to double crochet 3 times into the same loop again. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to chain 1, and then you're going to keep double crocheting. So I'm going to talk about, while I'm just double crocheting and making some corners, I'm going to talk about why I enjoy making granny squares. So I enjoy making granny squares because the progress comes along quite fast. You can see it forming. Also, you could make it into like a full blanket size if you wanted to. It's a quicker way to crochet than just crocheting in like regular rows. That's pretty much it, but it's just something fun to do. It's also like, crocheting is also a good thing to do when you're just sitting in front of the TV. So, alright. So I'm coming around to my last corner here. So you're still going to chain 3 like you normally would. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to do just 2 double crochets into this one. Alright, then you are going to slip stitch into the 3rd stitch in. So this stitch right here, you can see her. And then that gives you round number 2. And you can kind of see the shape coming along now too, a little bit, which is nice. Alright, so we're going to work on the next round is round 3. So you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to do 2 double crochets into this hole. Anytime you are transferring between holes, unless you're doing a corner, you're going to just chain 1 and then double crochet into your next hole. Then for the corner, you chain 3 and double crochet into the same hole. Chain 1 into the next hole, chain 1 into the next corner, and same thing until you just go around and you make as large of a granny square as you would like. So I'm still going to keep crocheting. I'm going to crochet at a slower speed for the next 2 rounds, and then once I get past the 4th round, I am going to speed it up. So enjoy. So chain 1 into the next hole, 3 double crochets, chain 1 into the next corner, and then 3 double crochets, chain 3 into the same hole, 3 more double crochets, then you can fix the spacing a little bit so it looks like a corner. Then chain 1 into the next one, three double crochets, chain 1 into your next corner, so 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets into the same corner hole, then chain 1 into the next loop, chain 1 into your last corner for this round. So still gonna just keep doing it like a normal corner, so 3 double crochets, then 3 chains, then 3 more double crochets into the same corner loop, then you're going to chain 1 because you have the gap to fill, and then you're going to slip stitch right into this 3rd stitch. Alright, then you're going to chain 4 to start your next row to get up to height, and then you're going to double crochet into the next hole. So 3 double crochets here, then you're going to chain 3 because you're at your first corner, you do 3 chains and then you double crochet back in, alright, then you chain 1 into the next, 3 double crochets here, and chain 1 into the next, 3 double crochets here, chain 1 into the next corner, so 3 double crochets, 3 chains, and then 3 more double crochets, Okay, a chain and then 3 more double crochets into the next hole. And in all the holes on the rows, yes, you're going to chain and then double crochet in. And then on the corners, you're going to chain, double crochet, 3 double crochets, 3 chains, 3 more double crochets. Then you're going to chain 3 double crochets, and then 2, 3, chain, double crochet, times 3, chain into your next corner. You're going to do 3 double crochets, and then you're going to turn, and then you're going to do 3 chains, you're going to go in, 3 more double crochets, then you're going to slip stitch into your 3rd stitch in. And that's it for your 4th round on your granny square. So the next step is, before I go any further, I am going to knot my end for the middle. Now, I don't weave in my ends. I will typically just knot them quite a few times to keep them from coming undone. So I pass the yarn through the middle and then bring it up around into one of the corner holes, and then I pull it through the loop I just made. And this starts how I knot. Then I knot it typically 3 to 4 times, and then you cut off whatever tail is there. This is why you need to make your tail a little bit longer. I made mine a little too short this time. But you're going to pull all of your knots like as tight as you can pull them. And then you're going to continue knotting as many times as you can. This one I can only knot 2 times. I usually like to knot more than that, but you know. So I'm just going to knot my yarn a few times. And then once you knot your yarn, like just a few times, you're going to just cut off whatever leftover yarn you have there. So I'm just going to cut off the excess yarn that I have here, like so. Then I'm going to continue on my gray square. For the next 4 rows, I'm going to speed up the video. If you guys need to go rewatch the beginning, you may. So let's speed up. everyone, so welcome back. We have just crocheted a good amount. All we have left is a little bit of a half area to finish up, and I'm going to show you guys how I knot my granny squares off. And then that'll be the end of the video for today. So let's keep crocheting. So I just chained 3 on my corner. Now I'm going to double crochet in. Chain 1, 3 double crochets into your next. Chain 1, 3 double crochets in. Chain 1, 3 double crochets in, or actually only 2 double crochets into this one. And then once you get your 2 double crochets, then you're going to slip stitch into the 3rd stitch, which is going to be this one. Slip stitch. Then you have your granny square. And now you're done with your granny square, or at least mine's done. Your next step is you're going to pull the loop out, make it bigger, and then you're going to pull your hook out. And then you're going to cut off your end, leaving yourself a nice big long tail. Then you're going to pass the tail through the loop and pull it tight. And then you're going to knot it 3 or 4 times. I do this just because I've had experiences before where I've gotten things and I've gone to wash them and then they have come unknotted in the washer machine. So I always knot mine extra. Then once you knot it enough times, you can just cut the end. And then that's it. You finished your granny square. Alright everybody, that is it for the video today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!